So I spend a lot of time helping people overcome the blockers that prevent them from building and maintaining relationships. And there's this common trend I've seen where we tend to overinflate the importance of people, how prestigious they are, how well connected they are, how important they are, to the point where we forget something that's really, really important, that they're human beings. That at the end of the day, we are just connecting one human being to another. And oftentimes when we're sitting down for a coffee meeting, obviously we tend to get overly wrapped up in the value that they have, or the deal or opportunity that I really hope that they agree to, or how can we impress them, or looking at all of their impressive accolades that you may see on LinkedIn, or all the cool things about them. And that oftentimes puts us in a comparison thinking mode, and we tend to lose track of the fact that, again, it's still just another human being, right? They have the same kind of structure as us. They're made of the same materials. They have the same fears and desires and issues and what am I going to eat for lunch? All of these questions. If we're not careful, we will inhibit our ability to build and maintain relationships with people. So what I invite you to do and think about, and it's a very, very simple tactic, of the next time you are meeting with someone, emailing someone, dinner with people, just remember, get the resumes, forget the accolades, forget the experience, and it's just another human being. There's a specific tactic that I do when I'm hosting dinners. So I host dinners regularly. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I love just creating connections amongst people. But in order to really create connection, and this may upset some people, and it does, I don't send out any notice about who's attending. Like even the calendar invite, right, is actually specifically set to not show the other attendees. Why? Because the moment you do that, you will start to invite people to look up other people. Look up their email, look up their LinkedIn profile, look up their Facebook, and all of a sudden, instead of meeting with Peter, you realize you're sitting next to Peter, the CEO who sold a company, or you're sitting next to Jamie, the person who actually doesn't have anything on their LinkedIn profile for the past, couple years. And we start to not only prejudge people and put them into logical buckets about how important they are or how they relate to us, but we start to compare ourselves to them. And so very specifically, that's why when I'm gathering a group of people for dinner, they're coming not just as a group of business professionals or entrepreneurs or potential collaborators, they're just coming together as 7 or 8 people. Now, of course, I know everything about them, and so clearly that's something that's going through my head, but I'm making sure that the other people there, they're just connecting as people. And the most magical things can happen. You may not realize that, for example, the person sitting next to you who is talking about pumpkin carving as one of their favorite hobbies is actually the chief product officer, one of the biggest tech companies in the area. Or the person who is talking about their father aging actually just shut down a business and is now starting a new one. Because that's all well and good, right? And it's important to know and understand who these people are and how you can add value, but it's also much more important to first connect with humans. So again, the next time you're sitting down with someone, just remember, I am connecting with a human being. And by the way, you can sometimes ask very silly questions that help you wire through that. So for example, one of the things that I will sometimes ask myself if I'm stuck in this comparison mode is I'll ask them like, I wonder what they're worrying about. Or sometimes it could be a frivolous thing. I wonder what they're gonna have for lunch today. And that may sound silly, but like, let's face it, we all as human beings, right, no matter how important we are, we still have sometimes the same questions of like, yeah, do I want for lunch today? It's not like the most beautiful lunch is custom made for me every day and put on a silver platter. Like, yeah, sometimes I'm sitting wondering like, yeah, what should I make? Or what should I order? Or where should I go? Or who should I have lunch with? There are all these questions that come up. So remember, when you're engaging with someone, the person that you're sitting with is just a person.